It's Friday, August 10th, 2018, and let's get ready to battle royale a la mode. Battle royale a la mode. Instead of battle royale mode, battle royale a la mode. Battle royale with ice cream on top, because that would make it more delicious. So this is the 5 gaming franchises that I have come up with that could use a battle royale mode. You could use it effectively. First one, Madden. That's right, Madden football. Well, let me tell you how. You basically have hundreds of players in the NFL. You pick your favorite one. And who you pick is a little important. Because, do you want a guy that's huge, big, he's slow, he hits hard, so you pick an offensive lineman, maybe a defensive tackle. Do you want a small, quick guy? Get yourself a wide receiver. Maybe you get yourself a little running back. Maybe you have a good mixture of a player, somebody that's got good speed, good strength, so you go for a fullback or something, or a linebacker or a safety. So your ball put in the stadium, 100 people put in a stadium. Not just the football field, but the entire stadium. That means the concourses, the stands, the bathrooms, the media section, every place that you could go in a stadium. Except the parking lot, that's out of bounds. That'll be blued off or whatever. But, so you pick your guy. So you pick a hard-hitting, big defensive tackle. He doesn't move very fast, and he just kind of lumbers about. But if he hits you, he's probably going to knock you out of the game. And basically that's it. It's just tackling each other. And you basically lock on. And it's like whoever initiates the tackle first, and if your aim is true and you smash into each other, you're the one that gets to knock some of the health off of the other person. So if you're the defensive lineman and you're going up against a running back, and you see each other, but you initiate the basically the fire animation, the fire off the tackle, fire off the line, whatever, you initiate it first when you see each other, then of course, even if he initiates as well and you both still run into each other, he's going to take the health off of you because he initiated first. So that's basically, getting the drop on him. Now, of course, you being the big defensive lineman and he can decide at that moment, do I want to try to get out of his way, or did I get my button press off first? Now, maybe he sits there and goes, ooh, I turned around and saw him. He saw me first, so maybe you're running back, you just try to get him out of the way so that he doesn't get crushed. So then it's kind of like a dive roll or something like that. You get out of the way, or maybe you just take a little bit of a glancing blow from him or something where you just lose a little bit of health. Let's say the running back initiates and he's the one that gets the drop on him and they smash into each other. Well, remember, this is a defensive lineman. He's got more health, he's bigger, he's slower, he lumbers. But your recover time, it's like when you hit each other, there will be kind of a little bounce back. So that little bounce back is kind of the stun. Well, the smaller guy will be able to recover quicker, because he's, quicker, he's better on his feet, he's more agile. So he'll be able to recover quicker. So if they smash into each other and you initiate it, he may have the more health. But by the time he maybe gets his, footing back, you can initiate another hit and maybe knock him out of the game. And then, of course, it's just 100 people all in the stadium. You pick your favorite player, you go at it until you only have one left. And then you get the Super Bowl trophy. No, you don't, because that's trademarked, and I don't know if they would do that. Now, would Madden actually do that? No, because they don't even like the NFL Blitz series. Madden, or the NFL, to protect the shield, they don't even like they don't even want games made in that Blitz series. And if you remember, Blitz was kind of where everybody smashed into each other. But this would be fun. This would Madden Battle Royale. Somebody get that to EA. And then don't tell the NFL you're doing it. Shh, they're not watching. They got other things to do. The next series, GTA Online, you're going, whoa, where did you pull that one out of a hat? Nobody's ever mentioned GTA Online before. Mine's going to be a little bit different. You're only going to be in cars. You can't get out of the cars. Cars only. And the only weapon you're going to have is just the Uzi. I want this to be a giant demolition derby. You'll start out on a big chunk of the map somewhere, and the map will shrink, just like it does in like Fortnite and PUBG and those. Because the map is so huge in GTA Online, you don't want just people roaming around all over the place. So you'll start them in a section of it and you'll shrink it. But you'll all be in vehicles. Once again, it's kind of with the Madden thing. You're going to pick the vehicle that you want. Do you want something like an Infernus that's small, quick, and, smashing into each other? And this, it's not going to really be a lock-on, because it's just cars bashing into each other. So there's not going to be a lock-on or a fire-off kind of animation. It's just going to be the cars kind of just, going around and hitting each other. Now, of course, you have something like an Infernus, and you're going up against a dumper, you're going to have to be quick. Now, of course, if you're the one that hits them, if you both hit head-on, you're probably screwed if you're the Infernus. But if you're hitting him on the side, you don't do any damage to yourself. If you hit him in the back, you don't do any damage to yourself. If you decide as an Infernus to take a dumper on head-on, you're gonna lose, just so you know. But you can also shoot out the windows. Let's say you're kind of doing one of those things where you're circling around each other and nobody's getting the advantage. You can shoot out the window and at least, maybe take a few pot shots off of their health. And maybe even pop their tires, which will make them less mobile. So it's just going to be a giant demolition derby on the Grand Theft Auto map. Not the most original idea in the universe, but it could be a lot of fun with 100 people on the map, if it can handle it. Next game, Dynasty Warriors. There's like 7,000 characters in the Dynasty Warrior series. Why not just have a Battle Royale mode with Dynasty Warriors? Same basic principle, except you're just, instead of using ranged weapons, you're just using melee weapons. So you are going to have to get up close and personal with all of these guys. And once again, because the Dynasty Warriors map is pretty good size, or you can just have arena bite-sized chunk maps like they did in most Dynasty Warriors games. And then you just pick your favorite officer. Once again, a big, heavy guy like like maybe a Guan Yu, who's a gigantic dude, or a Lubu or somebody like that. They're going to move a little bit slower, but they're going to hit harder. And then you have maybe like the smaller ones, like maybe a Diao Chan or somebody like that, that's going to be smaller, quicker, and maybe even their weapons have a little bit better range. They can hit you from a little further away. So it's more of a melee combat, but it's based in the Dynasty Warriors universe, and you have tons of officers to choose from. You pick your favorite officer and you go and you have a good time. Not a lot needs to be explained on that, and no little scrubs out there. It's just a bunch of officers going at it, bashing into each other. Let's have a good time. Now this next game, this is going to bring in I have a new mode for Battle Royale, and it's going to be the Strategy Battle Royale. Strategy Battle Royale. Minesweeper. Oh my god, Minesweeper. He's a genius. No, wait, Minesweeper, isn't it that game where you just push the little gray squares, and then it'll tell you where a flag is or a bomb, and it puts little 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s, and tells you how far away another bomb or flag is, and then you... How is that a Battle Royale mode? Let me explain. So what you have is a grid that is thousands of little squares all over the map. Thousands of them, and you have 100 people that are basically picking their way through the minefield of Minesweeper. And so you're picking your way through, trying to get, ultimately, to the center, where you will, battle it out with your fellow. So it's just going to be a bunch of people, just a very simple strategy. And you could do this one as a mobile game. And it would be a very simple mobile game, but the strategy elements. You could have 2 of your own bombs that you can plant in the path of any of your opponents. So you can sit there and go, I'm going to plant a bomb over there. He's getting a little bit closer, so I'll plant a bomb over there, because maybe you both are doing this. You plant a bomb over there, he plants a bomb in front of you, but it's like you don't pick the one that has the bomb, and he does pick the one that has the bomb, and poof, he's gone. And you don't get any hints as to where those are. Now, there will be regular bombs out there, So you are going to have to know how to play Minesweeper, but there'll be regular bombs out there that you have to avoid, plus the 2 bombs that you can set in front of your opponents as they're trying to move in on the map. And if you want, have different types of looking maps. You don't have to have one giant square. Have all funky designs for the maps and just let everybody kind of march towards the middle. It'll be a strategy battle royale. That's right. Requires a little bit of thinking, not just running gunning. And the last one on the list, number 5, Portal. Why not Portal? Get to play around Aperture Science. GLaDOS could be the commentator. How much fun would it be to have 100 shells going at it? Okay, so you're not all going to be shell. You get to pick your own, you get to design your own character. But here's the thing. You'll have death traps all over the map. And you put one of your portals over the death trap. Now, you have to be within a certain range of the portal that you put over the death trap, and then you try to shoot your portal, the other side of your portal, under the other players as they're running around, and then they fall into the portal, which would make them fall into the death trap that you put the portal over the top of. So it's like, here you are, you have your portal over a bunch of spikes. And it's like, and here's this dude, he's running around, he doesn't see you, and you shoot one of the portals under him, and it just goes, whoop, and then he falls right on the spikes. You've just eliminated him. Boom! You got rid of one of the 99 opponents that you have is now gone. But you have to be within range of your death trap. So let's say you start to get a little bit too far away from the death trap, and now you're out of range of the death trap. So you basically have to retract that portal, which you'll just be done with a button press. You don't have to go over to it. But you retract the portal that goes the other side of the portal, and then you put it over another death trap somewhere else on the map so that you can continue to move around the map and eliminate each other. Now, there will be what will be a limited one-time grappling hook. So it'll be a new mechanic that'll be added to, it'll be a new mechanic that's kind of added to Portal. It'll be the grappling hook. So you can sit there and let's say you just start to fall in to somebody else's portal, you can use a grappling hook to launch up to the ceiling and pull yourself out, but it only has one use per match. And then also remember in Portal 2 they had the goop that could make you go faster, and they had the bouncing goop. Those can also be something that you utilize once per match. So let's say somebody's running along the map and you put a portal down way in front of them and you put the really fast goop in front of them and they can't stop on it. So they just basically go, fall into the portal. Now if they still have their one grappling hook left, then they're fine. But if their grappling hook is gone, they're going to fall into the portal, fall into the death trap, and you've eliminated them. Not to mention, you can maybe have it where you bounce them in. So you put the goop down that bounces them, so they're running around the map and they hit that stuff and they bounce, shoot right up through your portal and shoot down onto a death trap. I don't know. These were just things I thought of like a couple days ago, and I just wanted to put. I just thought it would make a fun video. So, do you think there are any game franchises in the world that could use a battle royale mode as well? Now, try to understand this. I don't really play any battle royale games, but I'd play these because these would be a kick in the head. I would have fun with these. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think these would be any fun? Do you think they need some tweaking? Do you think anybody would actually do any of these if they knew about them? Probably not. They probably have their own ideas and they would never do them. But I think it was a fun topic to talk about. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you think there's some other game franchises and tell me how you would do it. With all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.